View to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the San Antonio Marshals. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go! 60 outlaw!
Man, I got you!
Get it!
They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Score! Squeeze!
Check three.
Hey, back up.
56. Mike, 56, right there. 56.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to Bolden. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shoot. Check 24.
Now.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read.
27. Good track. Mike 27. Larger John. Do.
Go out.
Hey, check 24.
Hey, seam 6. 5.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. It's complete to Hopkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Check three, check three, check three. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Check Mike, check Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 27. So we got man. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, Boyd. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check nickel.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59, Mike to 59. Check.
5. Deep rip.
Now Stafford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Home. Watch it.
They'll run with Geis. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. That's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Hey. Switch. He's crossing. Check 52.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch twist. Check. Lucky. Kill. Any weapon. Kill. Turn up. Alert 3.
Now a run with Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go, 50-50. Mike 50. Watch the out.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
To the ground on 1st, it's Geis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Check pass, check pass. Check out read. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Kill. Hey, lock it.
Hey, turn it up.
Hey, orbit.
The shotgun snap for Stanford. Oh, he's able to outmuscle whistle him here as he pulls it in. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
10 Lobos.
Right there, 56. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Check 31, check 31.
Bam. Now.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
General West. Go.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's get it.
On the set.
27, check Mike, 27.
Hey, box drop.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check 99, check 99.
Go.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
From the gun, Stafford. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And some strong running. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Geis. And an alley to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here's Jackson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Safety's creeping.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Mike 50, Mike 50. 66, pull it, pass. Pick it up. Shit.
From the 31, Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Again, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Ready? Go to base. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Motion, motion, motion. Go. 50, Mike. 50. Come on. Here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Double up, double up. Drop, drop. 24 is the mic.
And Jackson throwing once more. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here I come again. Here I come again. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. 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 He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 13. Watch the edge. Hustle. Let it go.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Geis. And some room to run now. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Darius Geis his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Right back to Sanders on first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. On first down, Stafford here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Come. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
Big rip.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
56.
Bravo.
6 right there. 56. I'm coming for you. You must.
Operating from the gun. Stafford flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Get it.
Here's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he gets it down to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Go.
From the gun, Stafford. And he gets it to Bolden. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They
only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Under 10. 22 jet bombers. Hey, Delta. Go.
Back to throw, Stafford. eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a second and goal.
Yep. Ready?
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? He completes it to Boyd. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there out of Geis. 49 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
This is Geis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Geis with a carry on second down. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in San Antonio as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the fourth. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson. Off to Geis on the screen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you go field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
X3, 218, chop it.
59, Mike to 59.
Here we go. Mike's fine.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. No. Off.
General West.
Spike 56.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Matthews, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Yo. Back.
Greystone, travel. Hey, wahoo!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hit it.
From the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's go. Safe. Check 3. It's the 6. Pull it. Half. Go. I
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
Hey, watch the left, watch the left. Watch the slant. Be ready, be ready. 24 is the mic.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's against the 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 36-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Give them a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, they run with Hill, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
He's not going to get me.
They'll run for it with Hill, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Lions will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, set.
56. Man, I got you.
Now.
And they take a knee.
Let's go.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Watch the screen. Go.
And they will take a knee here.
Stanford on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.